He's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll toss it to Breida. Shedding through the defense. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Ready.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Ready. Blue lady. Come on. Sunday.
Jameis to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ready. Blue lady.
Off the play fake, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's low. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 22. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Ready. Blue lady. Green, trouble say.
Now Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Let's convert. Ready? Blue way.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Easy. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. White's got a first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's James. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go ahead. 11.
Play action. Garoppolo rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, some strong running. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and sneak it here. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready? Blue 80. Green, triple team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's go
So
now.
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready? White 25. Play that.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready? Blue 80. Play that.
Play fake. Winston. Dancing to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On third down, Winston. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Green, triple team. Ready? White 25.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready? Blue 80.
Again, it's Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Green, triple team. Ready? Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready? Blue 80.
On play action, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
White. Ready? White 25. Boys hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, let's give it conversion. Easy. Blue ready.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready? Black 25.
Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's James. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 39 that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Back now in Foxborough. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground with White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. To throw, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. So the Patriots coming out now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Blue ready. We got three.
They go play action. Winston. This one left side caught by Barrios. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion.
Ready. Blue lady. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Jameis again. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Following the interception, Winston. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ready? Blue ready. 56.
Winston now to throw on first down. His throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready? White 25.
Off the play fake, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green, triple C. Ready? Flash.
Winston now from the 50. And, Jameis intercepted a third and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey. You got 3. You got 180. 180. Get hot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Get hot. You must be getting tired of seeing this. Get hot.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, Winston again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Reuben Foster picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Well, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run with Breida. And bulldozing his way through. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.